23 years later, it feels like it was yesterday, right?
Infertility is a hard thing to face, and it's, I mourned that and prayed about it, and had to really come to grips with that before we could even start on the, adoption journey.
When I'm getting to know someone, that's actually something that I say about myself, is like, yeah, I'm adopted. It's not a secret.
Adoption has been my life since I can remember, because I'm adopted.
So we talked about it and we prayed about it, and we decided to just take the leap, and that maybe we were being called to adoption. So we opened our heart to that, just started researching and talking to people. We're so thankful we did.
St. Elizabeth made it easy for us. We felt they were behind us and we could count on them.
There was no judgment. We're here to help, and this is your decision, and we're just here to provide you information of your choices.
Michelle wanted to meet us, so we were like, yes, we'll be there whenever. And the agency prepared us, they're like, don't worry, just be yourselves. So the meeting went well, and so we felt like it was a good fit, and we just started our process from there.
Never did I waver during the whole decision, because I prayed a lot. I asked and I prayed for God to make sure I knew that this was the right thing for me to do. And just in my mind, I felt like I was going to be a surrogate for this family, that I was giving them a gift that they always wanted. And that made me feel good. Made me feel good that I was able to provide them with such a special gift.
I think people say, well, how can somebody give up their baby? And then at the end it's like, well, that's really probably the hardest thing in life you'll ever do. And to give your baby up and trust another couple to raise your baby. And I guess she had faith in us, and we're glad.
I'm thankful for the life that Michelle gave me. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, it's not scary.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey, y'all haven't changed one bit. One bit. Y'all look fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, blessed. This is great. Today was the first time I saw Paul and Susan since I think maybe Claire was maybe 5 or 6 months old. But today, I don't know, they just feel like family.
So Michelle and I really don't talk very often, but when we do, we pick right up where we left off. So we've always had a good relationship.
When I met her when I was 18, that was amazing. We talked for about 2 hours, really just getting to know each other.
I'm very fortunate that she allows me to be a part of her life in that aspect.
As I got older, I started to question things, and there were just some questions that my parents couldn't answer, at least fully. Once I got to meet Michelle, I really got to know why.
I was struggling just to take care of the child that I had, and I just knew I couldn't be selfish to think that there was not another family that could love her as much as I could.
It was just a beautiful, just a beautiful experience.
I was at work, I was working retail, and my water broke 2 weeks early, and they were on the other side of Georgia at the time.
We were driving all night, got to Baton Rouge at, in the morning at like 6-ish, stopped by Albertsons and got some flowers and went to the hospital, and just felt so little, just so humbling, so little, walking into this hospital, not knowing what to expect. No matter how much you prepare, you just knew it's the birth of a baby. And we'd already fallen so madly in love with Claire, and we'd never met her,
They were there through the whole day. I mean, they would take time to go get some lunch, but they'd come back and the nurse was showing them how to bathe her.
Michelle never wavered. I think her Mom was getting a little emotional and kind of hitting to Michelle to keep the baby, and she just kept with her decision. She knew what she wanted to do.
I'd take a nap and then I'd ask them to bring Claire to me. It would be late at night, 11, 12 o'clock, and I'm like, can y'all bring her to me? And they were like, yeah. And I would just sit there and hold her and kiss her and tell her how much I loved her. And I told her this is for the best. That they're gonna love you and you're gonna have such a great life. And I got pictures to prove it that she did. And you can't ever ask for a bigger blessing than that when you hand your child over to somebody and you know that they're gonna be okay.
I grew up hearing stories about Michelle, looking at pictures, just hearing all different kinds of things about Michelle. So it wasn't like a bomb, really.
So we would read this to Claire, this her little story.
Oh, how sweet.
So there wasn't competition. It wasn't, we just tried to not make it like it was us or them. There's room for all of us.
There was not a day that went by that I didn't think about her.
I guess just God had a bigger plan. I don't know why I should be surprised, but I guess I'm just grateful that, that He had a bigger plan and that we were able to say yes and just go with it. She gave us Claire, our life. I don't know that I can thank her enough. We're just grateful beyond words. Just, from that very first time we saw Claire, it's just, our lives changed.
And I'm just as grateful to them. I mean, you saw Claire. She's gorgeous. I'm so proud of her. And I'm grateful that she has such a large family and that she's doing so well. She just graduated college. I'm so proud of her. And that has nothing to do with me. That's Paul and Susan. They raised a gorgeous woman, a beautiful, respectable woman. Yeah, that's the end goal that I was praying for.